sorry, you've all had me talk for most of the meeting today, so I apologise that I'm doing the 5 minutes as well. I wanted just to talk to you today about website content. So kind of following on from Lisa's 1 minute about if you've got this great website but nobody can find it, but it's important to have a great website. And as Anne said, Lisa, we've all said actually content is king for your website. And I'm not going to talk about video today, I'm going to talk about the words and copy that make up your website. So does everybody here have a website to start with?
Yes.
Yeah? Excellent. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with your website? Would it be 1 is sobbing into your hanky and 10 jumping for joy? Where do we kind of sit?
2. 4.
2. Okay. Any others?
5.
Okay, so fair to middling, let's say. Now, how many of you have had sort my website or update my LinkedIn profile on your to-do list for some time? Well, I'm hoping that this 5 minutes will just provide a little bit of inspiration as to how you can just get your website to how you would like it to be. But first of all, I dug out a few really interesting facts and figures about the World Wide Web. Can anyone guess when the first domain name was registered? Not Lisa, because she's read this. First domain name registered in, hazard a guess?
1984.
Bang on, 84. And I'd just like to add that I was 9. I just wanted to share that. There are approximately 150,000 new domains registered every single day, which I thought was quite incredible. And I googled the question, how many websites are there? And I have to confess, there were so many numbers, I didn't know what the number was. It was just massive. So, and the most googled search term, who would like to hazard a guess?
Porn.
It wasn't actually. I thought it would be. No?
No.
Facebook.
Oh.
And interestingly, the 5th most googled search term was Google. How weird is that? So on Google. Anyway. So I think we can all conclude that the internet is just huge, and it should form a huge part of any business's marketing plan. And it's not just your own website that's important, it's your general online presence. So your profile on WIBN.co.uk, all of your social media presence, your LinkedIn profile. It's actually a really good exercise to Google your own name and see what comes up. It's actually very interesting to see what sort of list there is of where you're appearing, what photos of you might come up. The only one that comes up for me is my profile picture from our website, thank goodness. Anyway, I could talk all day about the general importance of online presence, but with about 3 minutes left, Liz, are we?
2.
Oh God, okay. I'd like to focus on your website and just give you my top 5 or 6 tips for the copy content that I think is key. Now this sounds incredibly obvious, but you'd be hugely surprised. Your contact details. I have come across so many websites where there's no phone number or there's no email. There's a contact us form, but there's no email address. I think it's really, really important to be very transparent about your contact details.
Sorry,
That's
should
okay.
that be on every page, would you say? So that somebody hasn't got to go and look for it.
Yeah, telephone number, yes. Not everything else, no. I think it's fine to have your contact us page with everything, but yes, telephone number, it's good to have it in sort of the top, one of the top corners, just so it's always there. And also, and not just sort of your old-fashioned contact methods, but your Twitter logo that can link straight through LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. Have it all there, because then that's you. That's where you can be found. Now this is another really obvious one, but what exactly do you do? Lots of websites have got lots of fancy pages and flash, but just a very basic business profile. This is what we do. And actually, just as Anna said with the videos, this is the problem, here's the solution, this is how I can help. It's kind of keeping it very simple. And it's almost, don't be too clever or creative with that. It's the basic facts, just to get that message across. I feel very strongly that it's important to have lots about you, the person, on your website. And I believe that no matter what the business, because I think generally people are buying into you as an individual. I like to have pictures of people on websites. I like to see who I'm going to be potentially picking up the phone to. And again, video, it's the same sort of message, isn't it? I think it just adds that little human element to a website. Or I'll be really quick. Real case studies, I think it's show off a bit. Testimonials from clients, again, they're hugely powerful and really, really important to have. But keep it simple. Don't use 10 words when one will do. Don't use jargon and fluff and gumph. I just think it puts people off. And the last piece of advice is to have a blog, because that's the page that you can refresh time and time again to keep that search engine optimization up there. You can tie in with your keywords. And actually, that's a whole other 5-minute presentation to talk about getting people to find your website. I've uploaded this onto our blog this morning, so if you want to go and have a read, it's got all of the facts on there. And I'd love to talk to anyone further about content and just getting that copy spot on and making someone pick up the phone once they've visited your site. So I'm Claire Fryer, 1 to 3. Thank you.